Welcome everybody to the Prescott Public Library Coffeehouse Concert Series. We're so glad to have you back, and I'm very excited today to be featuring Aaron Howard, and I can't wait for you to hear him. And before we begin, I'd like to give a shout out to the Friends of the Prescott Public Library for supporting this series. This is our third year. And special thanks to Ruthie Hewitt and Rosemary Medrano and Martha Baden, the library personnel turned techies who have been supporting this series. So we're happy that you're here. And, you know, it's been a pretty challenging year, this 2020. And we've all had a lot of different things to cope with and adapt to. And I've seen a lot of kindness and good deeds out there, and I've seen some things that weren't quite so kind. And so today I'd like to share a song with you that I wrote called Open Up Your Heart. And it's written as as a call and response. So normally there would be people here in the room, and you could be singing along, and I'm hopeful that even though you're at home, you can be singing along. And I'm going to sing a line, and then when nobody's there listening to you, you don't have to worry about singing out loud and strong. You can do it there at home. So open up your heart. Open up your heart, open up your heart. Let a stranger in, let a stranger in. Open up your heart, open up your heart. Let a stranger in. Open up your heart, let a stranger in. That's the best place to begin. Open up your heart, open up your heart. Let a stranger in. Reach out your hand to somebody new. Reach out your hand. You say howdy do, say howdy do. Reach out your hand to someone new. We're not so different, me and you. Reach out your hand to somebody new. I don't have to be right. You don't have to be wrong. You don't have to be wrong. We can all believe. We can all belong. You don't have to be right. I don't have to be wrong. We can believe we can get along. You don't have to be right. I don't have to be wrong. Set aside your sorrow. Set aside your pain. That bright tomorrow, it's gonna rise again. Set aside your sorrow, your pain. You learn to love and laugh again. Set aside your sorrow. Set aside your pain. Open up your heart, sing it out now, and let a stranger in. Open up your heart, you let a stranger in. Open up your heart, let a stranger in. That's the best place to begin. Open up your heart, open up your heart. Let a stranger in. All right. Well, we'll open up our hearts and think about kindness, and moving forward and taking risks. And thinking about taking risks, I'm really excited to have Aaron here, because one of the things that's really impressed me over the past 10 years or so that I've known him is his willingness to share his story through his music and to share his vulnerabilities and his journey and his heart through his various relationships and the struggle to become a well-known singer-songwriter, and he is in his own right. And he's going to play for us a number of songs, some from Heart on Fire and one of his more well-known albums and some of his newer work. So I'm very excited to have Aaron here. Everybody settle in, get comfortable, and we'll spend the next hour with Aaron Howard. Take it away, Aaron.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here playing. Thank you so much for having me, Joe. So this is a song that there's a Stephen King quote in a book he wrote called On Writing, where he talks about when he got over all of his really serious problems and dedicated himself to his family. And he went to rehab, and when he came back, he took the big mahogany desk out of the center of his writing room and got rid of it. And he put a little tiny desk in the corner and filled the writing room with toys and said his kids were welcome in there. And previously, nobody in his family could come into his writing room. It was the space for writing. And what he said that really struck me when I read that book was, life is not a support system for art. It's the other way around. And this is a song that I wrote when I was thinking about that. You know, as a writer, as an artist, you kind of get pretty deep into your work, and sometimes you can act a little bit like life is a support system just so you can keep doing your thing. And yeah, this song's called Arms of a Dream. Well, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be ready. I was born in the arms of a dream that won't let me. And if I don't belong here, where will I find home? Believe me, I have tried to let it go. There's a lot of me that's never seen the daylight. A lot of things I haven't learned to say right. And I am still finding my way home. I was born in the arms of a dream that won't let me go. Well, I've been told good things will come if I'm waiting. But I don't know if I'm ever gonna find patience. And if I don't belong here, when will I find peace? Believe me, I'm already on my knees. There's a lot of me that's never seen the daylight. A lot of things I haven't learned to say right. And I am still finding my way home. I was born in the arms of a dream that won't let me go. I was born in the arms of a dream that won't let me go. I don't believe in giving up, but I can't win with the way I made the rules. I wanna believe that I'm enough, but not like this. What am I trying to prove? What am I trying to prove? Well, there's a lot of me that's never seen the daylight. A lot of things I haven't learned to say right. And I am still dream that won't let me go. There's a lot of me that's never seen the daylight. A lot of things I haven't learned to say right. And I am still finding my way home. I was born in the arms of a dream that won't let me go. I was born in the arms of a dream that won't let me go. I was born in the arms of a dream that won't let me go. Well, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be ready, 'cause I was born in the arms of a dream that won't let me. All right. This song's called Remember Me. Do you remember me? I was 23. I made a lot of promises I couldn't keep. But when the sun goes down on this mountain town, I hope you'll remember me. And the kids next door are grown and gone. It's just one more reminder that life moves on. But in this quiet park, in the falling dark, I hope you'll remember me. Sometimes a little life goes a long way, and a restless heart can find some kind of peace. Now and then at the end of a long, long day, I hope you'll remember me. I know you're married now, you're fixing up that house, and you finally found a man who never lets you down. As you're growing old with him, every now and then, I hope you'll remember me. Sometimes a little life goes a long way, and a restless heart can find some kind of peace. Now and then at the end of a long, long day, I hope you'll remember me. Well, I hope you stay in love through all kinds of times, and I hope your fire burns brighter as the years go by. But when the flowers grow in the hills back home, I hope you'll remember me. Sometimes a little life goes a long way, and a restless heart can find some kind of peace. Now and then at the end of a long, long day, I hope you'll remember me. I hope you'll remember me. I hope you'll remember me. All right. Thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying yourselves. All right, this is a song about wanting to go back in time and give my younger self advice. And when I was 18 and I'd been playing guitar for about 6 months, I'd been playing guitar for a few years, but I'd been serious about music for about 6 months, and I was pretty sure that I was somewhere between 2 weeks and maybe like 18 or 19 days from being a major music superstar. And somebody was going to see me at the coffee shop or a talent show or something, and it was all just easy street from there. And 10 years later, I went back to the studio where I made my first record in a little town called Livingston, Montana, which is kind of where I grew up. And the studio was closing down. Everything was kind of exactly the same, but everything inside was different. And I'd been through kind of 10 years of hard knocks on the road, being a singer-songwriter and feeling what the reality of that was, as opposed to the story in an 18-year-old's head. And I wrote this song about what the 26-year-old guy would say to the 18-year-old guy. It's called Long Way to Go. I'm back in town and nothing has changed here. There's snow on the mountains and rain on the road. The sidewalks are empty, I feel like a stranger, a vagabond searching a child that's grown old. Time will change. You did not mean much to a fearless boy with his heart on fire. It was easy to think he would conquer the world. He was young, but his years have gone by like the lines on the highway back home. And I find myself learning things that a boy should have known. I want to go back and find him. Tell him, run for your life, kid. You got a long way to go. I've been walking for hours and the stores are all closing. So I'm taking the pathway that used to lead home. And it feels like I've only been gone for a moment. And I made up the memories of years on my own. Time will change. You did not mean much to a fearless boy with his heart on fire. It was easy to think he would conquer the world. He was young, but his years have gone by like the lines on the highway back home. And I find myself learning from things that a boy should have known. I want to go back and find him and tell him, run for your life, kid. You got a long way to go. You got a long way to go. And the smarter you think you are, the less that you will actually know. And it'll never be over, so don't look for relief. Just start running like hell and try not to get knocked off your feet. I know it seems like like you've got all the time you could want, but it won't seem like much when it's gone, gone, gone. It was easy to think he would conquer the world. He was young, but as years have gone by, like the lines on the highway back home, and I find myself learning some things that a boy should have known. I want to go back and find him, tell him, run for your life, kid. You got a long way to go. You got a long way to go. You got a long way to go. Thank you. I got a breakup song for you. This is sort of a song about when your heart hasn't caught up with your mind. Like it's over, and it should be for logical reasons, but your logical reasons don't track with your emotional reasons. It's called Lie Here and Love You. Just lie here beside me and forget about life. No thoughts of the future, no logic, no time. Just give me a moment to remember what it feels like. Just lie here beside me and I'll capture the light in a picture that I'll carry in the back of my mind. Just give me a moment to remember this is real life. And I know this is out of our hands, and I know you won't be my last dance, and I know we're just facing the truth. But for now, let me lie here and love you. Just lie here beside me before the windows turn gold and the sunrise reminds us of the weight of the world. Just give me a moment to remember you were my girl. And I know this is out of our hands, and I know you won't be my last dance, and I know we're just facing the truth. But for now, let me lie here and love you. We talked this in circles, we made up our minds. We've asked all the questions on both of our sides, and it's clear that our moment is gone. Just lie here beside me and be who you are, and silence the voices that rage in the dark. Just give me a moment to surrender to your good heart. And I know this is out of our hands, and I know you won't be my last dance, and I know for now, let me lie here and love you. But for now, let me lie here and love you. All right. You know, after that, you got to do something a little more cheerful. It's just really, it seems like so. This is a song with almost the opposite sentiment. It's called Run, and it's a happy road song about getting on the road with my girl. Tired eyes and an open road. We're out of our minds, we'll steal the show. Life won't wait till we're ready. It's about time we leave this city. Let's run, run, baby, run. We're singing lies to tell the truth, chasing innocence and youth. Life won't wait till we're ready. It's about time we leave this city. Let's run, run, baby, run. Run, run, baby, run. Well, I don't know how far it's gonna take us. I don't know if we've ever had a chance. Life won't wait till we're ready. It's about time we leave this city. Let's run, run, baby, run. Run, run, baby, run. Tired eyes and an open road. We're out of our minds, but we stole the show. Life won't wait till we're ready. It's about time we leave this city. Let's run, run, baby, run. Run, run, baby, run. Well, I don't know how far it's gonna take us. I don't know if we've ever had a chance. Life won't wait till we're ready. It's about time we leave this city. Let's run, run, baby, run. Run, run, baby, run. Run, run, baby, run. I always find, I'm just gonna be transparent. I always find so I'm here playing to a camera, and during the last 9 months during the pandemic, I played to a camera at my house a lot, and it's a really interesting experience, because when you perform and you know you're performing for people, like I know people are going to watch this. And when I'm playing at home and live streaming, I know that I'm performing for people. But the interaction, the experience of the people in the room changes the performance, and it changes how I feel in the environment, if that makes sense. And so I'm finding it very, I have the whole time, and this is no exception, I'm finding it very strange to perform for a camera. It's a really, really different thing. But I also want to acknowledge, I'm really grateful that you're watching on the other end. When this gets to you, I'm excited that you're here listening to my songs, and I hope you're enjoying yourselves a lot. This is a song called Chicago. buzz there. I'm going to try that again. Oh, I bet that's my tuner. Right now, you're probably watching from your window, 'cause the colors burn 1,000 miles of cloud. And the street lamps light the sidewalk down below you. I bet you're laughing at the Friday evening crowd. And I'm caught up in a memory of August and sailboats along the city shore. Some days I wish I'd never left Chicago, and any minute you'd be knocking on my door. You should always know it was you. You made Chicago feel like home. I took an early morning orange line out to Midway, and the vines were turning colors on the walls. We walked 100 miles of sidewalk in the summer, but you always liked it best there in the fall. You never had a mind to leave the city, and I never knew I had so much to lose. And some days I like it better on the West Coast, but right now I miss Chicago and you. Should always know it was you. You made Chicago feel like home. From the rooftops where we watched as the skyline set fire to the clouds, I remember thinking I could spend my whole life in this town. Tomorrow you'll get up and walk to Versi and catch a southbound train just like before. But you'll ride on past the stop where you would meet me. You probably don't get off there anymore. Well, I miss all the baseball fans and artists and sailboats along the city shore. And what I miss the most about Chicago is knowing you'd be knocking on my door. You should always know it was you. You made Chicago feel like home. You made Chicago feel like home. This is a song about being a little kid and what you start to lose as you're growing up. And I think I wrote it at the time that I wrote it as a reminder not to lose that stuff. It's called Children Grow. I used to stay out after dark, and I could sail across the ocean from the treetops in my yard. And clouds were castles in the sky, and with the cape and a little patience, I could teach you how to fly. Children grow, and backyards only get smaller, and treetops don't seem so high. Kites and swings make way for grown-up adventures, and I can't remember how to fly. I kept a flashlight by my bed, and I made shadows on the ceiling to tell the stories in my head. Tales of setting off alone and finding undiscovered countries, making friends out on the road. Children grow and find out those stories don't matter, and life has its well-worn ways. Kites and swings make way for grown-up adventures. Somehow imagination fades. Now that I'm grown, some days I just wanna go home and climb a tree behind the house and stare up at the clouds and forget about the world down below. Oh. There's still a part of me that tries to see the world in all its color with the wonder of a boy. Children know so much we all should remember, and sometimes I wonder why. For all I've learned of life from grown-up adventures, I knew more about it as a boy. Some days I just wanna go. Some days I just wanna go home. I just wanna go home. I've been alone for a long time, but you've got me thinking I might finally make an exception and jump into the fire. 'Cause you move me, you confuse me, I'm walking a dangerous line. I've been alone, but you've got me thinking I might. I'm still afraid of falling, but I'm already halfway to the ground. And as hard as I've tried to deny you, you always come back around. 'Cause you know me, and you showed me I had to get lost to be found. I'm still afraid, but I'm already halfway to the ground. And I hope you know but I'm tired of taking it slow. I've been alone for a long time. You've got me thinking I might finally make an exception and jump into the fire. 'Cause you move me, you confuse me. I'm walking a dangerous line. I've been alone, but you've got me thinking I might. I've been alone for a long time. You've got me thinking I might. All right, this next song is a song that I wrote almost 10 years ago, and it had special relevance during COVID because all of our lives changed very quickly, and when I got stuck at home, sort of living in this vacuum with me and my thoughts and my songs and stuff, there were some days of like anxiety, some days where I'm like, what am I gonna do? Some crying and stuff. And then I sort of got into this space where I'm like, I guess I've always wanted to not have the next thing that I have to do. And for the time being, for a minute, I'm kind of stuck with no choice but to, for all of my time is discretionary, suddenly, is what I'm saying. And during that sort of crazy discretionary time, I started thinking and feeling a lot of stuff. And this song, it's called Uncharted Waters, kept coming back up in my head. And I started playing it again. I hadn't been playing it for years. But it's a song about a sailing adventure, but it's really a song about life getting better. You know, it's a fairly blatant metaphor, and it's called Uncharted Waters. And the point of all of that conversation before was to tell you that once I started playing this song, I found it gave me a lot of comfort, and it was really relevant. Kind of felt like a little letter from my past self. I've never been this far before. I'm on a boat and I can't see the shore. One thing I've learned out here alone is it's never dark for very long. In these uncharted waters, when I can't find my way, and it's hard to know exactly where I've gone. Out on the horizon, I know morning's gonna break. It's always darkest right before the dawn. Well, I see shadows in the deep. I know there's monsters out here waiting for me. I've got my sword and shield, I'm ready for a fight. I know I'll make it through the night. In these uncharted waters, when I can't find my way, and it's hard to know exactly where I've gone. Out on the horizon, I know morning's gonna break. It's always darkest right before the dawn. when I can't find my way, and it's hard to know exactly where I've gone. Out on the horizon, I know morning's gonna break. It's always darkest right before the dawn, and I need light to guide me out here on the ways. The truth is I don't know how far I've come, and out on the horizon I know morning's gonna break. It's always darkest right before the dawn. It's always darkest right before the dawn. I've never been this far before. I'm on a boat and I can't see the shore. Thank you. This is, Joe mentioned my record, Heart on Fire, which I've played several songs from this afternoon. And Heart on Fire was sort of a coming of age record. It was a record that was about exploring growing up and the end of childhood and what that means, and all the various longings and things that go along with that. And this is a song, it's called Leaving, and it's a song about following a dream that is traditionally a kid's dream, you know, like I want to be a singer. It's something that a lot of parents are like, yeah, go for it when your kid's 11, and then when they're 17, you're like, okay, but seriously, what do you want to do? Like for real, what do you want to do? It's great that your 11-year-old is winning talent shows, but it's oftentimes it changes, and I think that that sort of parental perception, that's certainly something that to some degree I experienced, but it's not just parents, it's the whole culture. It's like, well, why are you still doing this a little bit? And this is a song kind of about what it means to hold on to that and what it means to kind of go your own way. And it was all of my thoughts around not giving up. And it's called Leaving. One last glance at the empty room and I'm gone. And the car is packed, I'll be seeing snow by dawn. As the key turns, my heart starts to race. I can't be sure, but I'm on my way. I'm leaving so I can find my feet. And this would be easy, but I've been caught between the boy who should be long gone and the man who's trying to hold on to the boy's dream. My eyes are burning from the headlights flying by. And for all its turns, 'cause highways just like life. And I'm tired of talking and never got much done. Spent my whole life walking, now I'm learning to run. I'm leaving so I can find my feet. And this would be easy, but I've been caught between the boy who should be long gone and the man who's trying to hold on to the boy's dream. I know I'll find what I am out here for. I'll keep on searching till I do. It's funny I've become the man who's hoping to learn things the boy already knew. I'm leaving so I can find my feet. And this would be easy, but I've been caught between the boy who should be long gone and the man who's trying to hold on to the boy's dream. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Well, thank you so much for sticking with us for this. Thanks so much to the Prescott Public Library for having me, for Joe, for playing the beautiful song at the beginning. I hope you sang along. And I have a sing-along song, and I didn't even think to play it. But I'm not going to play that right now because a while ago I thought about why I wanted to be a songwriter and why music meant so much to me. And in large part, it's because I want to help whoever my work resonates with feel a little bit less alone. Because that's what it did for me as a kid. I'd hear a record and I'd be like, oh, somebody understands me, because if they can say it that well, I'm not alone. And it feels like nobody around me gets me, but whoever this person is on the record, they get me. And so it was making people feel less alone. And then I thought about it more, and it was like, I think I want to be like an ambassador for hope. Like I want to contribute some hope and some possibility into people's hearts and minds. And this is a song called Heart on Fire that I wrote to give hope to a friend. And it's my last song. Thanks again for listening. I know this road has been long, but don't give up just yet. You're almost home. And don't believe leave your weary feet. It won't always be this hard. Go on, set your heart on fire, 'cause this is not the end. You know you've learned so much from where you've been. You lost a battle, not the war. You'll make it through this yet. So go on, let your voice ring out again. Let your voice ring, set your heart on fire. I know it's hard starting over. Please, please don't let this make you bitter. And don't believe those stormy skies. The sun is on its way. Go on, set your heart on fire, 'cause this is not the end. You know you've learned so much from where you've been. You lost a battle, not the war. You'll make it through this yet. So go on, let your voice ring out again. Let your voice ring, set your heart on fire. Go on, set your heart on fire, 'cause this is not the end. You know you learned so much from where you've been. You lost a battle, not the war. You'll make it through this, yeah. So go on, let your voice ring out again. Let your voice ring, set your heart on fire. Well, I know this road has been long. But don't give up just yet. You're almost home. Thank you so much.